welcome back. Today we had to take a little break from the train and get some hay baled. Like I said in the previous video, my dad's a lifetime farmer. He grew up on a dairy farm, and he's, I guess you can call him more of a recreational farmer because he didn't do it for a living. My dad was a mechanic, but he used to have 50 acres that he farmed, and then they downsized. Just him and my stepmom had other plans, wanted to travel. My dad likes going to Alaska and can't really do that in the summertime when he's got hay to do, so they downsized, and I think they're on about 5 acres now. So here's my dad. Well, that's me walking, but my dad's driving the tractor. He's on an Oliver 1650, and then this baler we've got here, and by we I mean my dad, it's also an Oliver. The paint it's been repainted, and the paint kind of faded, so it's more of like a green blue than the green it's supposed to be, but maybe someday Dad will get it painted and sparkly again. But this is how he does it on his little farm now. Hooks the baler up to his tractor and gets it going there, and he's got a little skid on the back, and when it plops out the bale, I pick it up and flop it down on there, and when we get about 6 bales on there, I'll use the bar there that you kind of see sticking up out of the back and push it off the skid, and then we keep on going. I'll quit talking now so you guys can enjoy the sweet hums of the baler. For me, that was my summertime lullaby, the sound of the sprinkler lines going and the baler, because I always remember Dad would either get up early or be up late baling hay, and hearing that chug-a-lug, that was my sweet summertime lullaby. Anyway, here you guys go. Enjoy. Go, about ready to push that stack off. Bloop, there she goes. I put the bar back. Dad made a little holder. Don't laugh, I have the worst balance on this damn thing. Dad always laughs at me because I'm falling over, or almost falling over, and making a big deal out of it. It's pretty comical. A few issues with the baler, so you'll see that later on in the video. I'll speed it up here in just a little bit, kind of same thing, but when we get to those little issues, I will stop the video, slow it back down, and kind of talk you through what we're doing. staring off, not really into space. I was talking to the cows, telling them hi, checking out the gorgeous sunset. One of the great things about being here in the Yakima Valley. And wasn't paying attention, and the string actually broke on the bale. So you'll see here in a little bit after this next turn that we end up stopping because we gotta manually retie the bale, get it back together, see what's going on with the baler, what happened, what caused it, and then we'll keep on trucking. Dad had to go get some baling twine so we can make a couple knots in there and get that one side pulled back together, get the bale put back together, and get it on the skip. And now we're taking a quick little intermission. The neighbor stopped by to discuss the fence that his cow blew through the other day. So now all we're doing is just standing around, chatting with the neighbor. I was playing with the pup. Well, she's not really a puppy anymore, but that's Scamp, my stepmom's Great Pyrenees. And then we'll get back to the work. Caught it a little sooner this time, but we had another string bust, so we'll stop again and get that fixed. Dad and I were doing this after work, and so we didn't start till a little after 6, and the dew kind of was already starting to set in with it being October 5th. So the bales were getting a little heavier just because of that, so we had to get that bale restrung, tied back together, and then we'll get back to it yet again. this point, the dad realized he cut that corner just a little too short, and he was trying to knock over my perfectly stacked hay there. He tries pulling his string there, that when he pulls that string, it pulls the pin out and he can slide the baler over. And the string broke, so I ended up hopping off and just moving the bales over a smidge so we could get through there. We're just taking a little drive through the driveway, headed over to the last field. This is the biggest one of the 3. And just continuing that up. We do break a few more strings here. Dad ended up going and grabbing some WD-40 because he said it's a fix-all, and sprayed it on there, and then we didn't have any issues after that. Dad knows what's wrong with it, what he needs to do. The blades aren't sharp enough on there to cut the string, so it ends up breaking them. But with an older baler like this, you can't just walk into a parts store and, you know, get them right away. So it was a not last minute thought to bale the hay, but Dad just didn't have time to get the part. So it worked for the rest of the time after he sprayed that WD-40 on it, and off we went. At the end of the video there, you'll see a nice little feast that my stepmom made for us, some chicken, taters, and carrots. Just keep on trucking along here. Thanks for hanging around with us, and like I said, if you hang out to the end of the video, you can see our lovely feast my stepmom made, a picture of our chariot tonight. But thanks for watching and hanging out and seeing a little bit of my dad's farm life. Now the hard work is over. My lovely stepmom has made us a feast. All right.
Was that
That's if
tomato
this
I gave you, or what
dill hole don't eat it first. Sticky stumps.
He will.
You took it through the dog.